So tell about where we are.
We are on a street called Gray Fox, which in the documentary is the Super 8 shot of the kids skateboarding, right? The big challenge growing up was if you could shoot Gray Fox on a skateboard, you were like, you were elevated in the eyes of your peers and, labeled a badass, I could do it on a bike, but not a skateboard.
You remember the days here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is where I went from 3rd grade to 6th grade. This is where I met Chris. This is where I met the Heaths, where I met Miles C., Blaine Pacelli, Dave Anderson, Tony Barrera, the Pens. We used to play tennis ball baseball here, which was just a pitch and hit competition. Always had a good arm, and I think I did a lot of damage throwing tennis balls at like 45 feet in the, upper 80s.
You had a knuckleball too, from what I remember.
I developed that like in Pony League, and then brought it to high school. It's a pitch they hadn't seen on that campus, on that field in like 10 years. So it was really kind of it was the highlight of my arsenal. This is kind of cool. I don't know about Malibu Elementary School. It was called Point Dume Elementary when I went here.
And you lived a few blocks from here.
Yeah, I lived at the top of the hill and just to the left.
Why'd your parents decide on here?
Because we were living in West L.A. and there was a pretty famous murder that took place. It was the Manson murders. The city was in such a panic that it just gripped everybody in a way that never really happened before, And so my parents thought, let's try to find a spot that is just removed from that. It's just because it felt like everybody was vulnerable.
Yeah.
And so this has been ground zero for, Jesus, 5 decades. 5 decades plus. Yeah.
And still feels like home.
It does, yeah. It's still that there isn't one area, one street, one alcove, one cul-de-sac that I have a memory connected to somewhere with a friend or a moment or a holiday or a thing, good ones, bad ones, on every street on Point Dume. It's pretty cool. It's like when we make the turn off of Fern Hill, like coming up on Zumarez, right? I can still hear the sound of, I think, Dave Donatoni or Bud Donatoni's fist landing on Chris Penn's cheek on Halloween night at about midnight. Chris was a tough customer, man. He jumped right up, yeah. Doug Erbach lived on the street over here, and he was more towards like junior high. He was a very steady and consistent source for high-grade marijuana. So those were his contributions,